Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Katie if you're new, and this is Missouri Grown, Carolina Home. For this video, I'm a few dinners shy of a week of what we had for dinner. I had a pretty tough week with headaches and migraines, and I sometimes suffer with those, so some days I just don't have it together, and I forgot to film what we had. We had, one night we went out to eat, one night I think we did a fend for yourself, so sometimes when I can't just get up and make these, not fancy dinners, we never have fancy dinners, but some days I just don't have it together, and I just can't bring myself to make a big meal for my family. Unfortunately, I really don't like that, but it is life, and thankfully I have a supportive family that helps me when I do have those headaches. But anyway, I did film what I could. I think there's 4 meals maybe, but I hope you do get some meal inspiration out of this. Hopefully this is a better week this coming week, and we'll have more meals for you, more meal inspiration. And either way, I just hope that you get enjoyment out of them. I hope maybe that you get some inspiration. And if you don't mind liking and commenting on my videos, tell me what you had for dinner this week. I would love to come up with some other ideas, for our family. So without further ado, here's what we had. Tonight for dinner we're having baked ziti. So I boiled up some noodles. I added a whole jar of this Alfredo sauce, a little bit of just this Great Value pasta sauce, and stirred it together. I also put some garlic salt and just a little bit of this grated Parmesan in there. Stirred it up, put it in a bowl. Gonna top it with some mozzarella and then bake it until that cheese is all melted. I also made some roasted broccoli, walled corn, and Callie tonight helped me make garlic cheese bread. So that'll have to go in the oven too. And I will show you what it looks like when it's all done. Here it is plated up with roasted broccoli, the ziti, the garlic cheese bread Callie and I made, and I had a few random breadsticks in the freezer. We also had a cut up mango and some leftover applesauce that I had made. Tonight we are having crock pot beef stew, and here I'm gonna make one of the sweet cornbread recipes I have. It's my favorite one, and I will link it down below. But with it, you're gonna need 4 eggs, the yolks and the whites separated, 1 cup of milk, 1 teaspoon vanilla, 3/4 cup melted butter, a cup of cornmeal, 2 cups flour, 1.5 cups sugar, 1 tablespoon baking powder, and 1 teaspoon salt. So you'll mix the eggs, milk, vanilla, and butter together, the egg yolks. The whites you're going to put in a separate mixing bowl and have those mixing until they're fluffy in a separate bowl. But you'll add the yolks, milk, vanilla, butter together, then add the cornmeal, flour, sugar, baking powder, and salt together. And then you will add the egg whites that have stiff peaks in slowly, and I'll show you that here in just a minute. So here I'm just showing you that the egg whites were mixed until stiff peaks formed, and I'll slowly add those into the rest of the batter. You're just going to do half at a time and just lightly incorporate it, and then it doesn't have to be fully mixed through. You'll see that here in a minute that I just barely mixed it all together, but this makes the cornbread pretty fluffy and light. It's so good. If you try it, let me know. So you'll want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees and then grease a 9x13 baking dish, and then put that in there, the batter in there, until it's an even layer. And you will bake it for 25 to 30 minutes until lightly golden brown and a toothpick comes out clean. So tonight we're having crock-pot beef stew. I just diced up some carrots, celery, onion, potatoes, and then put in some like beef gravy mix, cornstarch, a whole container of beef broth, and 3 cups of water, and it made about 6 quarts. So there's beef stew, and I showed making that sweet cornbread. And that's what's for dinner tonight. I'm doing my own take on cheddar, broccoli, chicken, and rice. So what I'm going to do first is just take my chicken tenderloins and I pat them dry. I'm going to put salt and pepper on both sides and then put them in a little frying pan with a little bit of olive oil and cook those up, and then when they're cooked, let them rest for about 30 minutes and then dice them up. And then when that's all done, I'm just using this tonight. We're going to see how it works out, but I'll just make this according to the package directions. Throw it all in a casserole dish, pop it in the oven with some melted cheese on top, and see how it turns out. But for now, we'll salt and pepper these chicken breasts and then cook them up. So a little tip with pepper shakers, if you have one with these grooves on the bottom, I learned that you take your salt shaker and rub it like I just did, and it makes the pepper come out a little faster and I guess more evenly. Here I'm just going to pan fry my chicken that I had seasoned in some olive oil. There, I got the oil a little too hot, but I'm just going to pan fry it until it's cooked through and then dice it up. So I diced up the chicken and I made the rice, and now I'm going to put it together and then put it in a 2-quart casserole dish. No. And I'm going to top it with some cheese and put it in a 425-degree oven for just a few minutes to let it melt. Here it is out of the oven and plated up. We have the chicken broccoli cheesy casserole. I roasted some broccoli, corn, and oranges. We're just doing simple. We're doing leftover beef stew, and I wasn't for sure if there would be enough of it. So I'm also we're finishing off some pintos and ham. Well, that was some cornbread. Appetizer night, and we made pretty much everything in the air fryer. We have potato skins, boneless wings, we have plain and barbecue, air fryer mozzarella, cheese sticks, and then crock pot buffalo chicken dip with some carrots, celery, and chips. And soon there will be a video out for the buffalo dip and the potato wedges. So this was my first time making these in the cheese sticks in the air fryer. I'm gonna have to tweak it a little bit, and then maybe I can share it with you guys one time when I get it down a little better. They kind of, you can see, leaked out a little bit, but the wings are actually the boneless wings I bought from Walmart, and then I just heated up some barbecue sauce, tossed it in, threw it back in the air fryer for 5 minutes, and then, like I said, potato wedges and the dip, there will be a future video for. But this is what's for dinner tonight, appetizer night. I want to thank you for bearing with me through this week of meals. Again, I hope that some of it was inspiring to you and that maybe you would come up with some meals from what we had. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe if you're new, and I'd love to have you here at my channel. I'm a newer channel, but I'm really glad to be here, and hopefully I continue to grow with more content and going forward, right? So anyway, again, thank you for watching, and until next time, bye friends.